LeBron is saying that he is in the zone. Don't let him get in his zone. Richard, do you see anything different from him?
No, honestly, the thing I take from that is that, over the course of his career, he has become extremely more humble as he's gotten older. No, look, all kidding aside, look, big fella's balling right now. Kind of like Joel Embiid is balling. There's certain guys that are balling. But unfortunately, his groove is not leading to the wins that they have over the course of the first 16 years or 17 years, 19 years, whatever it is of his career. And that's been the biggest issue for the Lakers.
Well, you said be humble. Did you see what he said on Instagram?
What he said? Oh, no, we're joking.
No, at least he didn't go third person. I'm just saying, he said he should be mentioned in the same conversation with MJ and Brady.
Isn't he, though?
But he is.
Extra rookie, somehow they're looking older. He's
Yeah.
some bars. He had some time.
Yeah, he's got some time. Look, he's just right now.
There's no reason for him. He's already called himself the king. He does not need to be humble. I think he's out of control.
I'm gonna write a rap.
Oh, yeah, I got bars. Don't worry about that. I think that, with LeBron James, I don't mind him controlling the narrative.
Yeah.
Because the Lakers, they've been trying to find ways to win. They said, all right, you're going to start with the ball in your hands. Actually, we're going to start you at center, but no matter what, I'm going to get 30. And so I think, with AD back, they're still in the playoff position. Things aren't as dire as it seems, but I don't know what you think.
Well, let's switch gears then to Anthony Davis, because what is the latest, Ramona? What are the chances that we could see him tomorrow at Brooklyn?
I still think it's pretty slim at this point. I mean, look, when they upgraded him to questionable before that Miami game, everybody went, whoa.
Right. Me. I went, whoa.
Just like that, right? And I think they did that in a way that, he's close, he's getting closer, but they knew it was probably unlikely he would play in that Miami game. He went through and did some work yesterday. He's going to do some work again before the game. I mean, it's possible, but they're really being cautious.
Right.
I think he comes back sometime on this trip, as Dave McMahon reported a couple weeks ago, but they can't get it back soon enough, because as somebody put it in the Laker organization the other day, each one of these games that LeBron is playing is like 1.5 games because of how much work he's having to do.
Well, and we should note that the video that we just showed, it is a little bit old. It was before this road trip, because when he was shooting in Miami, he wasn't wearing a brace on that knee. But Chene, is the pending return of Anthony Davis, does that just, boom, solve all the Lakers' problems?
No, all of their problems can't be solved through one player. It's going to have to take a collective, effort for them to all get back on track. But I will say this, I do like them being a little bit more cautious with him coming back on the road, because all those flights, it doesn't matter if they're private or commercial, they add up on your body. And so I like him coming on the latter half of the road trip, because I'm someone who's known how to, deal with coming back. And I will say this, defensively, that is the biggest upgrade that you're going to get with AD back, because this is a team that right now has the, 5th worst defense. They allow about the 7th most points in the, paint. Ever since AD has been out, this guy has been an all-defensive player for multiple years, and that's the biggest boost that they'll have. They know that they have a helicopter in the paint that can swat things, and they can play more aggressive on the perimeter, and I think that will amount in more wins. So if it's one person, AD is a huge boost, but we all know that the Lakers have to do it together. One player's not good enough.
Woo! Yeah, well, look, you look at down there, 13 and 14 with Davis, 10 and 10 without them. Is there any difference? Is there any? Now I understand, before everyone starts going crazy, LeBron James missed a ton of that time. They were dealing with injuries at THT, and Nunn, who's still struggling. So, they've had some issues there getting their entire lineup healthy. But yes, to answer the question, is Anthony Davis going to solve it all? It's not like when you're looking at Giannis and when you're looking at what his team's record is when he's in there. Ultimately, he's one of the top 5 big men in this league. He's one of the top 5 big men in the league, and whoever is adding that type of level of talent, it's going to be improvement, but they still collectively have soul searching to do once he comes back.
Look, the only way the Lakers get better is from within. There's no help coming from the outside. They could try to do something at the trade deadline, but they really don't have the assets to get much done. And so it's on those 3 guys. Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. They made the deal over the summer. They said they were going to do it together. It's on them to figure it out.
Great. And, we haven't seen it come together for a string of multiple games thus far. I know that they are hoping that getting Anthony Davis back, if nothing else, provides some sort of morale boost for him.
Well, what they were saying, look, for the last 5 years, we've talked about Anthony Davis being a top 5 player, a top 5 talent, when he's going to lift himself to Defensive Player of the Year, MVP candidate. Well, right now, he's looking like a top 5 big man. He's not even looking like a top 5 in his position, because you're talking about Giannis. I would put above him. I would put Embiid above him, and I would put Jokic above him. So right now, he currently, all of that ability and talent, and won a championship, he right now is probably the 4th best big man in this league.
On Perk's list, that would be DeAndre Ayton. So he would actually.
I would put Anthony Davis
all right,
above DeAndre. But not.
the 75 greatest players of all
just
I think it's also
revisit
players of